We can go now. You know what I mean? We want to get into this interesting, deep
I was going to start
conversation. We can go with that.
I was going to start off and do, but then I was like, oh shit, that's somebody else's stuff. We can't do that.
Who the fuck shit is that? That sound like the news intro. Breaking news.
You know,
This is
which one was that?
Howard Hewitt.
Inside Edition. Was it Inside Edition when they talk about the stars?
Damn.
Yeah, they used to come on. I never cared to watch it, but I ended up watching it.
I used to watch that shit. Do you remember Hard Copy? Y'all remember Hard Copy?
Listen.
Hey, what's the name of that show Geraldo used to have where he was cracking down on motherfuckers?
Listen, first of all, Hard Copy, you done went back.
I used to fuck with Hard Copy, boy. If you don't know about Hard Copy, your ass ain't really
I'm
like
sorry,
I shouldn't be
y'all.
hanging with you.
Yeah, because Hard Copy was a good one.
It was hard.
Literally, copies of hardness.
That was fucking breaking journalism, man. Ain't give a fuck. Like, that came hardcore with it.
Like, yeah, then the laws came out and shit. They like, you can't do this, that, and the third.
You really can't be exploiting motherfuckers like that for y'all little show.
You know that's when they went away. Hard Copy said, fuck it, well, what are we here for?
Well, shit, we out. That's the whole fucking business plan. What the fuck are we supposed to do now?
We not doing this TMZ type shit. We out here. Like, we expose it. Like, oh, okay. Hey, everyone.
Oh, what's up?
Urban Absurdity here. It's Bionica and Ron. We are missing someone. Didn't we say we were going to get like a... Yeah, we said we was going to get some cardboard with that boy's face on it.
We should have... Man, we got to order some of that shit.
With an amputated leg.
We going to cut the leg off?
We going to cut the leg off. We used to go ahead and do
Let's just do no legs. Just no legs. Like, she be sitting on the table just like half a body.
I like that. I like
some chest in this nigga's head.
I like this. We need... Cortez is gone today. He had something.
He ain't gone away. He coming back. Like,
yeah, he not the upper room. He's still in a room somewhere. He had his own event to go to. We support that. Go Cortez.
Yeah, Cortez been stripping for a minute. We ain't told nobody.
We've been keeping it under wraps. We didn't. Well, his parents don't know either. So
yeah, he had a bachelorette party to attend today.
Yes, the cat's out of the bag.
I won't say his other name, but yeah, Cortez.
Yeah. If you, I mean, it has something to do with being light skinned and thunder. So if you find
light skinned thunder will be back next week. We have him in the house. Hopefully that nigga bring some ones.
He will be clothed. If you like him to see him any other way, find his other. No, he is. He's going doing something legit. So it's us today.
Yeah, and I think we can handle it.
We normally do.
Yeah.
We normally do. We don't just stare and look at each other like, so, how was your weekend? No, we have this.
I really want to know about your weekend, though. Like, what you do?
Oh, do you?
I ain't asked you that in a long time. You remember how when we first started, we used to talk, like, our whole...
We used to give
the first 30 minutes, we was learning about a motherfucker. Like, what you do this week, though?
We used to give a fuck about each other's lives.
We don't care no more. This is strictly business.
Now we come to this bitch and be like,
I forgot you had a son. How is this nigga doing? Oh, he graduating. Okay.
You ain't asked about him since he was 4. Oh, he doing good. He doing good. Now he driving. No. Yeah, we need to start doing that better. We need to definitely start checking in on each other. I feel like we kind of do on the outside, like through messages. We kind of see what we all have going on. But we don't really ask, like, what did you do this weekend?
And I got to get better with that, too.
Yeah, so let's start.
Because I be stressing during the week. Like, shit, I don't be talking to nobody for real. So I be trying to do this and do that, and I know everybody got everything going on in their lives, so.
So let's start with the weekend. This weekend, I spent some time with my kid. I spent a lot of money at the aquarium, which is ridiculous. The aquarium prices are ridiculous. Now, I'm not trying to say that you don't spend a lot of money keeping these fish and turtles and all the beautiful sea creatures together. I'm not saying that you don't. But what I'm saying is the price that I pay, I should at least walk out with an octopus. Is what I'm saying. Something. You shouldn't get me to the end where I gotta buy more shit.
I think you deserve a pet if you gotta pay a high price.
You should
give
at
a
least,
nigga a pet.
Even if it's a goldfish, you should give the kids something to say, an option like, hey, would you like one of these?
Yeah.
You know? Like just a betta fish. They're giving those away like hotcakes. Just give somebody
give me a bag of these. You know,
we black, so we'd be like, "Can you chop up some of that catfish that you?"
Oh, y'all.
That one I seen in the tank. That one with the long tail. Cook that one up.
I want that one.
Man, this is not Mad Jacks. Like this is not a fish. Chop the head, but I want to keep all the parts because y'all gonna charge me for about a pound.
Exactly.
They like, get y'all ass out of here. No,
I ain't been to that one. You talking about the one at Crown Center?
Yes. It's getting better, but still, it's just like it's a lot of money. But that's where he really wanted to go. We went twice. It was closed due to my lateness, as you all know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, well, he went to Science City with his class for school. And then he wanted to go somewhere else. So I'm like, okay, let me take you there. We go to the aquarium, do whatever. So I did that. A friend of mine passed away, so he had his funeral today, and I decided not to go. But the viewing was yesterday, so I went to that, and I, dealt with my emotions in that area, and I hung out with friends. So far is what I did.
Okay.
Today is a different story, but that doesn't matter. I'm here today. What did you do so far this weekend?
I got to a comedy show last night.
Well. I
went to see Tony Baker, which he should be sitting here right now. Right fucking now, Tony Baker should be here.
I thought yeah.
But couldn't get in touch with him.
It's okay.
The dude was hilarious, though. I'm still glad I went. Yeah. I wanted to hate and not go, but I was like, you can't do that. The brother's still funny.
Yes.
Just because you can't get in contact with a brother yet, you can't hold that against him. But yeah, we went out.
Because next time.
Yeah.
You just try so hard. You do. You really do. I will say this. Everyone that we have gotten on this show, give big ups to Ron, because Ron really goes ham. Ron really he does the shit. When you would think it's us, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I come and I use my charm and charisma, and that's what I offer. Ron really goes and gets contacts people, and then if they fail, contacts other people. So if you back in the day, he could have been a good hitman.
Yeah,
so,
I would have found the motherfucker.
You literally
with
would.
The yellow pages.
You literally would.
I found your ass
with that eyeglass. Look at somehow. What are you doing today? I got another job.
I got this nigga grandmama number and her address. That shit used to be in the phone book.
Is this Ethel?
Hattie Mae Clarkson. I'll call y'all back in a minute.
Like, for real, no, he really does. So yeah, you couldn't get, but it's okay. So the show was good. Did he do, what did he do? Did he do like regular stand-up, or did he do impressions?
Man, you know what? This is what was interesting. Like, no impressions, but you know how you see the voiceovers and you hear how he talks with that voice? He is really like, that is him. He don't have no fucking act. He told this joke about he kept saying big wide in that cram voice. And
Robert went too. Our producer went too. That's why.
Robert was there. Robert was up in there. And just the way he was saying it, and he kept saying, COVID was big musty, man. You could tell when he's sitting around just hanging with his boys, he say that shit. You know what I mean? It was just up there being him, and it was fun to watch.
So he's like naturally funny. He's like, if you just having a conversation with him, you can tell he's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because he changes those octaves in his voice to get the, man, yeah. It was just like, it seemed like him being on that stage is just like how he is every day.
Yeah.
And it was funny as fuck.
That's good, though. Okay.
But he kept us up, man. He did about an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw y'all posting. It looks like y'all were out there for a minute. Like,
man, we stood out in the cold for Tony Baker. I never did that. Like, even man, they had us outside for like past showtime.
Oh.
So by the time the show ended, it was like almost 1 o'clock. It was past my bedtime, but it was Tony, so I ain't walk out.
Yeah, I know, because as y'all were passing information during the messenger, I was resting, and her boop, 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 and I said, fellas. Then I said, you know what? I'm going back to shit.
And I didn't see that till later. And I was in the club with him. But it was like, they make you turn your phones off, obviously.
Okay.
So I didn't see his messages. But yeah, we in there. We checked out the show. It was hilarious. Robert got to meet him. The producer got to meet him. But I left early.
Shout out to Robert. Look, Robert said,
missed that good
Robert
opportunity.
is so used to, Robert is probably, do you like Marvel? Do you like Marvel and things like that? Okay, either way. If you have the patience to sit in a movie theater and wait to the end till they show clips like they do now, because remember they didn't used to do that shit, you just got up and left. But now at the end they show clips. If you have the patience to do that, you'll wait for anything. I
would have waited, but them niggas, I didn't think it was coming out.
You'll wait for anything. Robert said, see, Robert has the faith of a mustard seed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Robert said, something's going to, I don't care what y'all saying. Something's going to happen. He's coming out.
Shit, look, he got the video. You know what I mean? I wanted it.
So
I wanted it. He got a nice photo session with Tony Becker.
Good job, Robert. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for holding strong. That's good. So what else do you have planned?
Well, we know the big game is today. Like, I didn't really do anything. Well, you know what? I visited my niece. I'm getting old.
Okay.
My second oldest niece, she got a new apartment, so I went over there.
Oh, wow.
Checked it out. I got to go back today and put together a little care package. You know, they be needing little stuff. But it's
Congratulations.
already. Yeah, I was happy yesterday.
You remember getting your first place?
Man, hell yeah.
A lot of shit went down. I remember that first place. As a young woman, for her, that's amazing.
I was about to say, that's the thing. I didn't get my first place. I was always moving in with a motherfucker when I was young. You know what I mean?
Got you.
For her to be 19 and moving in an apartment by herself, man, I'm excited for her.
Yes, congratulations for her. That's a big
I didn't have that
milestone.
kind of luxury.
Hey, that first light bill though. Sheesh. It's either the lights or the gas. Like if it's in the summertime, that first gas bill is light bill is like, wintertime, that first gas bill. I'm like, Mama.
She about to grow up quick.
Yeah, you know, I was like, Mama, is this true?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Something's wrong here.
They sending me bills asking for money. What the fuck? They sending me letters.
It don't come with the place. Like, I thought the shit was all included. Like, that was just one big package that would be paid.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's the exciting part for her because learning how to become an adult and manage your responsibilities at 19, that's what seems so, like, that's why I'm so proud of her because I didn't get my shit together. We ain't even going to talk about that.
Well, congratulations.
I'll tell y'all about that on Oprah. A little bit later.
Oprah, Ron, so tell us. Congratulations to her. Okay. Yeah. I heard as far as, like, if you don't really watch sports, you start learning it when, like, a lot of people have told me, even guys have told me, like, who are into basketball more than they are football or something like that have said when their kids started playing sports, they really started to understand it better because they were not into it before.
Yeah. So
I feel like if the kid gets into sports, I'm hoping not. I don't want to be there that late. I don't want to be at basketball game for hours.
Man, if you become a sports mom, so you can hang it up. Like, you can hang it the fuck up. You think you got to rub now?
No, I see people. I see my friends. They be at the games. They get off work and be at the games until like 10.
Man.
Get home like at 11. I'm like, for what?
And if your kid is good, you're traveling. You're doing all kind of shit. I know people, boy. I'm seeing them. And you know what? I got a couple of people on my friends list, and shout out to them, too. I ain't going to put all their business out, but, like, they got some real good kids and going to college, signing letters and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, signing on with the team and, like, going to college and for real D1 schools, Division I schools, and playing and starting. Like, man, just to see that, like, that's some inspiring stuff.
See, that's beautiful. That part is beautiful, right? Just give me there. Like, I don't.
Oh, they went through hell to get there. I bet. I know it had to be rough.
And that's what I'm saying. What I feel, I feel like I'll tell him, like, it's okay. Everybody's a team player. Like, everybody can win. Like, I'm one of those people who everybody get the trophy, right? I don't want you to be all that great. Do something else.
You don't want your kid getting a participation trophy. You don't want that.
Paint or something. Do something where I could come see it. Oh, this is amazing. Or I'll probably stay there for like 2-3 hours for a little, and then I'm out.
I was about to say, if you got that potential in them, though, like, shit, I think it'd be worth it. They make millions of dollars. But
let's be honest.
Buying moms a mansion.
Let's be honest. You could be a painter or a singer and buy me a mansion. I'd be like, son, do your shirt like G-Wad. Give me. I'd be like, get out the stage. No, you can help me out with. I'm not saying don't.
Yeah.
All the work I put in so far. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying it's just a lot. If I had to, of course, I love my kid. I would definitely do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd probably be something that I got into afterwards. You know what I mean? Like doing it for so long. I probably complained for the first 5 years.
Yeah.
And then clearly.
You get 4 or 5 years because it's going to be rough.
And then clearly afterwards.
Trying to get a kid to the NBA? Come on, man.
Yeah, you know? I just be like, damn, think about all the parents who... That sucks. I don't care. We've all been some type of disappointment to our parents. Let's just be honest. Our parents gonna tell us they love us, but some shit they'd be like, I wish you didn't do that shit. Just think about how many parents have spent all that time taking their kids to sports and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And their kid fly off the tracks and do something totally different, or just pick this ain't really what I want to do. You no, it is.
But one thing with sports though, it's so especially with football, it's so grueling. If they don't want to do it, you gonna find out quick.
Yeah. And then I guess it would.
I mean, they can't elevate unless they want to put in the work to get to the next level. So you'll find out quick with that.
But what happens if they're good and they still don't want to do it? You could be good and you still think I would want to do something else. But I guess it would teach you about different things in life too, playing sports. You know, it'll teach you discipline and it'll teach you, doing other things can come out of that. So I guess that's right. If I totally have to, I would. I'm not.
Man, you know what? I'm going to prescribe something for you. I'm the sports doctor. I'm going to prescribe something for you. I'm going to prescribe you 3 seasons of All-American. You just go check that out and you'll know.
I heard it was good. Okay. So I'll do that.
I just got back on it. I'm on season 3 now.
Okay.
It took me damn near 3 years to watch that shit.
Is it bad?
Nah, it's just so.
Is it Manifest?
It's just so soap opera-y. And me and my girl was laughing at it last night. It's it's one of those shows where it got good dirt going on, where, you know what I mean, a little messiness going on, relationships, family, you know what I mean, mother and father relationships, all of that shit. It got all the good shit that'll keep you interested. And just when things are clearing up, some more shit, an episode will go on motherfucker call you. You gotta come home. It's mom. Man, now this motherfucker about to do something crazy. So it's one of those shows.
It's like This Is Us. It's one of those. It's one of those family, heartfelt type of situations. It's not like a BMF.
No, not like BMF. Not like BMF.
Y'all be ready for shit like that. Y'all be ready Snowfall.
But the crazy thing about that is, the actor who plays Terry in BMF is on All-American. He plays Darnell on All-American. And you know what was funny? I told Tasha, I watched BMF. This how long it had been since I watched All-American. I forgot about that nigga Darnell. Okay. Because I wouldn't even been so invested, because I'm one of them weird people who when I see an actor playing another role so close together, I'm not about to buy this nigga selling bricks because he was just over here playing football.
Knowing he don't do neither, but you still in your head
I'm it would have ruined it. But it was Darnell. When I went back, I'm like, ain't this a bitch? BMF is on this motherfucker too. But.
Okay, I'll watch. I haven't watched neither. Mm-hmm. So I will go and I will watch BMF.
Yeah, I think BMF is
and
good.
All-American too, because I kept telling people I'm going to watch BMF too, and I'm just because I do like certain stuff like that. It's just that when it's just so much, I just be like, shit. If I want to see this shit, I go outside.
Yeah,
I go outside. To my neighbors, what's up, y'all? Shit, this is life.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? The crazy thing with 50 though is he's putting out all of these shows, and they gritty and grimy and things that. A lot of people are used to, around their neighborhoods, and they can relate to. But you know what I mean? I used to not even kind of go in that direction. I didn't want to watch that type of stuff. I want to watch something more entertaining and something out of, my own element. But 50, he's marketing the shit out of that shit. He's making it interesting and pulling us back into the street shit.
He is. He is. We can't say. I will say this. I did see the new Jack City remake previews or
wait a minute, who doing that? I didn't hear about that.
Listen, I seen it. I'm trying to think of
New Jack City.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where I seen it at. I'm trying to think if I seen it on TV or if I saw it on online. Mm-hmm. But I did see, because all I can remember was saying was no, when I seen it, right?
Why are they doing this?
Like, I was so mad, but I guess this is it now. This is what what's happening. Maybe because, I don't know, we had so much of that. And not to say that it doesn't go on now, but we've had so much of that.
The remakes,
the drug selling,
okay.
We've had so much, so I'm just kind of like, I feel a little overwhelmed. Probably why after I watched Ghost. After I watched
Power,
and I was like, okay, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Snowfall came along. I got a little bit into that, just a little. And it was another one that came along. And after that, I was just like, fuck it. Like, this is just, like, it's too much dope dealing for me.
Exactly. Too many bricks. I'm fucking dreaming about bricks.
Where they come from?
I can't remember the name of that show where the female was like a kingpin. It was a Mexican show. What was her deal? Because I fell into that. I was selling dope all around the country.
Queen of the South.
I used to see people post about that and never knew. I didn't even search for it because I'm like, Queen of the South. No, I thought that was like, some female stuff, or like it didn't sound like some cartel shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, they got it from the woman who was the one who's the big cartel lady who was doing it, like doing it. And I'm just like,
I didn't find it out till later though. I was ignorant to that.
Okay.
Just like with the Snowfall, because that's actually based on a real person. Who the fuck? I can't remember the name of the guy, but like that was a real person. It's supposed to be Freeway Ricky Ross, so I hear, but they never put that out there. If it was like based on the person it was based on.
I just feel it's so much dope dealing. It's just a lot. And don't get me wrong. Do we all understand that is true to form? Mm-hmm. I've been closer than a lot. I get it. But I'm just like, wow. I guess it's glorification too for people who are just an inside look for people who haven't seen that so much. And you're like, this is great. It's kind of like watching Boys in the Hood, and you be like, we done dealt with that. Like, we done had plenty of friends who done died in ways like this. So, and then after you watch so many of them, it's kind of like what people be saying about slave movies. I don't care what.
No, I'm not fucking with them.
Listen. I will say this. I'm going to say this, and people are going to get mad. I don't care. It is kind of what people say about slave movies. So many of them come out. I feel like that now about drug dealing shows. Like it's becoming too much for me. Whatever.
No, I agree.
Whatever you like. I'm not saying don't like shit. Whatever you like, because I'm telling you, people be saying you watch too much fucking true crime, and there is no such thing.
I love some true crime.
There is no such thing as too much true crime. So you watch what you want.
Yeah, I will say this though. The movies like Boys in the Hood, when it just comes to like senseless violence, us killing each other, and they showing that menace to society and all of that. Actually, for a minute back in the day, it seemed like it was too much, but now it seems like I kind of want to see that story. They don't make movies like that no more. They make decent series, but movies like that, man, they were so influential too. Like we watched those movies and it was like they became iconic. You always watched it only because you can relate. Like every movie is like somebody like that. Or
so they need to do. So what would be dope for them to do would be, because that was for the 90s era. That was for what would be dope to do would be to do a movie like that, but dealing with today's people who today's kids who are doing this shit to each other. You know what I mean? So they could see that, because we understand. We got it. We, gangster lean. We understand. But I'm saying for them to do it and not make it like Boys in the Hood remake or Boys, you know what I mean? Like, do your own thing. Because this is about y'all. Because I do think that we need it. There's been, like, it's too much killing, especially now with young kids. I think they need their own lookalike of that, which is why you could push back a little bit on the drug dealing shit, and you could push more onto the what is going on today and what it looks like. Because sometimes when you're in it, you don't understand what it looks like on the outside. Because you just doing the shit. You just, like, watching Boys in the Hood. We looking at that shit like, oh, I remember parties like that or having fun like that or shit like that. And you in it, so you're not thinking about it being as bad till you watch it. You like, this shit's crazy. Like, the nigga died. Like, you're not thinking about that. You thinking like, oh, shit. So, yeah, so I think they need to see it from the outside perspective of things. These kids do. So
and I totally agree. One of the things with movies and series, well, not so much with the series. A lot of series like have really good writing and they bring fresh new stories and shit.
Yeah.
When it comes to our movies and the culture of that, like Menace to Society and all of that, movies like that, we don't have that anymore because there's no fresh writing and there's no people in position to green light movies like that.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to make the remake or put the rapper in it and all that shit, which waters that shit down immediately to me because we want to see some real gritty shit. It's like now it's so oversaturated with so much shit, it has to be a really good movie. Those movies were raw. When you watch that shit, you got, man, it was compelling movies. It was like that story was really going on, even though you knew the story, you know what I mean, from living your life. But it's like those movies like really stood out from the writing to the characters. You loved the characters. You related to them. You cared about what happened to them.
Yeah.
If you could watch a movie and a motherfucker get shot and you cry, that was a good-ass movie. They don't make movies like that no more.
They don't, because I'm telling you, Boys in the Hood was
when that sad music come on, you be sitting there like,
you know what's about to happen.
Slow motion and shit.
It's true. I'm telling you, New Jersey Drive was is my shit.
Exactly.
So, and people be like, what? I'm like, dog, you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, I bawled every time. Like, every time. Anytime they went through something. I'm like, no. So, we do. They need something for this time period. They need something so they can look at it, so they can watch it, so they can understand, like, this shit looks crazy. Yeah. Like, what you're into is fucking crazy. It's stupid. You're not gaining anything out of it. Because I think that's what a lot of people took out of movies that we watch. It's not to say everybody changed their life, but a lot of people did start looking at that shit like, yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody, and I guess what I really want to say, there are a lot of good movies out here, but as far as movies like that and deal with like our community and the things that go on in it, nobody has really captured this moment we living in right now and put it in a movie. Right. Those movies, we would live in that shit and the motherfucker put on some shit that's going on right outside. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, nobody does that. Everybody wants to do, like, go like in every other direction and shit. Like, no, just come with the real shit.
They want to go to the past instead of saying, no, let's talk about what is going on today. You know what?
Because you can put together a movie right now, what's going on, and like really like today's generation of 16 to 17-year-olds, even down to 10, because I can remember being real young watching their movies and they impacted you. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is real.
That would be. That's crazy that hasn't happened yet, or that I haven't heard of it happening. To do something like that, because who wouldn't think to do something like that? We can't be the only ones thinking about that shit.
Man, I just think when certain black people who are moguls and stuff like that, they already had their vision. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and not knocking them. Like, Tyler Perry had his vision, knew what he wanted to show to the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Kevin Hart, like, hey, Kevin Hart got a real good series out. The True Story.
I heard about that.
Some real shit. Now, that's the type of shit I'm talking about you apply to a movie, because that fucking series pulled me in. The storyline, like, I'm a motherfucker that look at shit and break it down. I'm too analytical. It had a couple of holes in it, but as far as the writing, it's some of the best shit I've seen in a minute, because the idea, they weren't scared to put that out there. Yeah. And Wesley acted his ass off. Like, if it was anybody else in that role, I probably wouldn't even believe it.
Wesley is definitely, don't let the tax.
This nigga's dope.
Don't let the tax shit fool you. Wesley has always been a good actor. Anytime you could make a haircut like that and do Blade, like it'd be a vampire, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. It was just a taxi shit. You got a little cocky. But other than that, you can do whatever you want.
Man, Wesley brought some Nino vibes with this shit. He played a character that I would not want to be my fucking brother. But I know that nigga, though. Yeah. Like, I spent 18 years in Chicago. I know that nigga.
You know what?
Shit, he played that role.
But then, yeah, you have to look at it like that, too, because I heard about the role. Nino was an asshole. You know? Yeah. Nino was an asshole with a haircut, with a motherfucking haircut on his head.
I never saw anybody else with that shit. Nigga had a Mayan ruin on his head. Like, the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah. So
the fuck is, who designed that shit?
That nigga had that bug. That flip up in that bug. Oh, God. So, yeah, someone, not me, but someone directed, yes, direct. I don't have that craft.
I was just talking to somebody else before we wrap this up. Even with the comedy side, there's certain movies that don't fucking come out. There's certain movies that you don't see. Like, I had an idea, and I know people probably will try to take it, but this show gonna come out in a long time down the road. I probably already done it. I be wanting to see like Ice Cube did. What was that? Ride Along? Was that Kevin Hart in that?
Yes,
was that Ride Along when Kevin Hart was in that?
Was it Kevin Hart or was it Ride Along? Yes, it was Kevin. Yeah.
You never see the buddy cop movies that they used to be huge.
Yeah.
Nobody does that anymore. Like it's like it'd be one star in the movie. Like that's why I like when you come on an ensemble cast. And, like, everybody get a little bit of shine and everybody act their ass off.
Ain't nobody liking the cops no more like that shit. You got to think.
Well, a buddy movie.
I was going to say, a buddy movie, yeah. I was going to say, Beverly Hills Cop came out at a different time. That was a different time in our lives.
Yeah, but take Step Brothers.
Okay.
Two funny-ass comedians. You get a script, you put two of them. I'm always thinking, I was like, man, I just want to sign on 2 or 3 comedians and base the movie around.
Like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
or
you know what?
Like
but
buddy shit. Like just the. I get what you're saying. Okay.
Now everything is so internet. It's like people focus a lot more on the internet and the internet content, which is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of shorts out here that's interestingly written and stuff like that, but it's like full-length movies, I don't think.
It's like internet.
Not saying they're not trying to get into it. I was
about to say, I think
don't see it yet.
They probably are. It's just they probably trying to work their way to that because.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, because you want the numbers. Because putting out I heard when people
I think that's something. You know what? That's what messes a lot of people up. Because take Kev on stage for instance, funny ass dude puts a lot of fucking comedians to work. He got a machine. He building like a production company for movies and stuff like that. But I don't think he's released anything yet. So it's definitely people out here who trying to get there.
Yeah.
But I think they need to rush that shit out. Fuck wait and put some funny, authentic shit out, and it's going to do what it does.
But a lot of people, I think after you kind of, I don't think it's that people are scared. I think that people, we can't think that people don't research the business or research how things happen. Like everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. We see it like this. No, this is you should do it. Like this. This is what you should do. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes when you actually get in it, like for us, like podcasts, and we thinking like now shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get in it and it's like, oh, okay, this is there's a process. Mm-hmm. This is a process, and that is, and you got people with talent. Like this should just be, period.
Yeah.
But then but there's still a process. So I think, and if they follow the process, they're long standing, opposed to we just came and did some shit and then we gone. Like no, it could be something that our kids watch, or like just something that lasts. So I think sometimes it is true. Like when you have an idea, you put it out there. It may take a while, but what takes a while is what's going to be the one that lasts.
Yeah.
And the stuff that just comes, like most like singers or people who do internet skits, you come and you blowing up and that's great. But then after a while, it's like you don't hear from them no more. It's not as great as it was. So sometimes the process, trust the process.
All right. Well, let me ask you one last question because while you were talking, I kind of started thinking about this. When it comes to creativity in movies and people putting out their own content like that, do you think the internet and the way you can so freely put out yourself and your vision in other ways, you think that kind of holds back the bigger picture? Like, because you could give so much of yourself, you can, like, miss the whole idea of saying, okay, I need to put out, like, a documentary movie or something like that. Because back in the day when we didn't have the internet, like, people like Robert Townsend and shit, like, he was telling his story. Like, shit, nigga, I'm put this in the movie so people can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just hit a phone and be like, yeah, you know what I mean? This is what I do.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
It is. I think it's just quick access. You know what I mean? It's, and then it's something that everyone is using. I believe, honestly, if things don't, that's why a lot of these channels went to streaming channels. You know what I mean? Because they understand, like, a lot of this shit is going to be over. Most of this shit is going to be internet type. You know what I mean? Even for movies. Think about movies. Think about how, even before COVID, when they were releasing so much stuff and shit is just coming straight to your TV, it's kind of like, oh, I'd rather just watch it this way.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather just do this. Because we are now people of instant. Like, I want it now. Like, I want to DoorDash my fucking food. I don't want to fucking wait for, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, so no one wants to, so it's easier to do it that way. It's easier to go to the internet opposed to say, I want to put it out on movie, or I want to, because if it fails there, it's not as bad as a big box office and your shit fails, you know? It's not unless you do some like Sundance type movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And those do really well, too. They really do well. So, I don't know. It's
those are the movies you can get a lot of big corporations behind. If you can get you a movie that make it to that festival, then people already respect you for something totally different.
The talent, period. Like the craft, they respect you for that because you're not just putting out anything.
Yeah.
And just thinking that shit gonna pop. Who submitted this shit?
Yeah, because, man, I've talked about this too. It's so easy now to submit movies to these streaming services. It's a double-edged sword with that too, because you got so many projects trying to get pushed forward to. Like, there are probably some good movies out there that don't get recognized because there's so many.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you couldn't submit a movie. You needed a major studio and blah, blah, blah. Now, shit, if you shoot it right, you can get it on Amazon Prime and stuff like that. That's why I just said that I don't see the type of movies I grew up on. And with it being so easy to distribute now, I just thought it would be different by now. But we're going to change that shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about some internet messiness now.
It's that bad. You can't get it out.
I couldn't even get it out.
This shit must be terrible.
It is. I didn't even weigh in on this shit, but it was like a post. I didn't see the original one, but it was basically the one I seen. It's probably been reposted 1,000 times. It said, I guess a female said something about her son wanting a kitchen set or something like that, and her reply to it was in the comment like, hell no, or some bullshit like that, but it blew up. It was mostly the comments and the perception that everybody ran with.
This was the original. The original was like, not like you said, you're not sure, but basically it came from a son wanting a kitchen set.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody who was supposed to answer questions like that responsibly, or at least think about it, just acted a fool. I think, in my opinion. And I could say, me being a 44-year-old man, I've, like, evolved. See, when I was a certain age, I probably would have thought it. Man, you'd asked me this question 30 years ago, I would have said, fuck, no, I don't get that boy a kitchen set. Probably not even knowing why, but those are just your instincts. He's not supposed to have one. Like, if you say, shit, should I buy my daughter a toolbox? You know what I mean? That's just how I guess certain people think when they're younger. And you're not educated. You don't know shit. You ain't learned shit. But for the whole internet, because I see some nasty comments, like calling kids gay and just going over, like they got to be gay if they want a kitchen set. And when I figured, shit, I consider myself a very masculine nigga. I didn't walk through Nebraska Furniture Mart and I see the little sets of shit. You know, they got the grocery store shit now. I be wanting to play with that shit now. What the fuck does that have to do with your sexuality? Because when I was growing up, we didn't have no credit card machines and shit, little play shit. It's like, bro, I think the internet is so immature. It just kind of show you where a lot of people's mental state is when something as insignificant as that will come up and people will, like, write paragraphs and tell you how dumb they are. It's like, that has nothing to do with shit. In my opinion, it doesn't.
I did not see and I wasn't in it that long. I really wasn't. I just saw people blowing up and talking about it, and I was like, in my head, I'm already knowing what I think. Like, I think the problem probably was with people and their little minds for the vision was when they see a kitchen set, they see it pink or purple or yellow or how kitchen sets used to be when we were younger, because they did used to be like that when we were younger, because kitchen sets were geared more towards women, as was our mind frame. Our mind frame was a woman handles the house. That's what a woman does. A woman handles the house.
Yeah.
The red Power Wheel was for the boy and the pink was for the girl. And there was, and a 4-wheeler Power Wheel for a girl. Who would do that? Give it to your, that we were geared towards that way. I'm not saying that we were not. So I can understand why some people, not the nasty comments, but maybe that's what they envision. but opposed to going out and seeing a kitchen set in black or seeing a kitchen set in blue or seeing it in gray because they have that now to know. I mean, you would have to be crazy to say, I would not give my son a kitchen set and know that there are especially male black chefs out here who cook their ass off, who make a living, who show you how to cook, especially look at the dude on TikTok. Everybody's looking at him and he's showing people how to cook. We have tons of males who know how to cook better than women.
Yeah.
Better than women. And our men are men. You know what I mean? But they know how to fucking cook. I think it's crazy that if a guy folds his clothes better than you, like he's gay, or it's crazy that if he still irons or if he still... Those are people. Those are life skills that you should want to have. Those are life skills you should want to teach your kids to have. You don't know what type of situation. What happens if your son get in a situation, God forbid, but your son get in a situation where he has a family, something happens to his wife, and he has to take care of the family. He knows how to do these things. I find it sexy for a man to know how to comb his daughter's hair. I don't think like, oh, you did it.
Oh, this nigga's gay.
It's about, you done did that square a little too good. That part looking a little too good. Something's wrong. I knew something was wrong with you when I saw you. Like, no. These are life skills that you should have. If a girl wants if your daughter wants a toolbox or some shit so she can practice changing the tire on her Power Wheel, that's something she should do. That's something she should do so that way you do not have to rely on someone else. If someone else comes, great. But if they do not, they know what to do. I don't think it's bad for a boy to have a kitchen set. If you want him to get ordered, Amazon, we have way too much shit that we can fucking order online that'll gear your shit for a boy if it's that bad for you. Like, literally, I've seen them. I've looked at a couple and been like, dude gonna learn how to cook around this bug because after a certain age, I ain't cooking no more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, there are certain things. These are basic fucking life skills. Those are life skills, people.
And that's why I didn't get it. I'm like, what kind of parent? Man, if a child came to me and said, and it was a boy, a son, said, I want a kitchen set, I might ask him why.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Like if you say, because I'm gay, then I know what the fuck he wants the kitchen set for. But
because
you know, we still ain't got to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to go get you this damn kitchen set.
And then we have to understand, too, our kids mimic what they see, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of kids see their parents cook.
Exactly.
A lot of kids see your parents cook. You see them like, you like, oh, like, you know, because my son is like that. My son is like, what you cooking? Like, what you, can I help? Can I help? Cooking looks fun. When you young, washing the dishes look fun. This shit ain't fun.
Yeah, till you learn.
It ain't fun, but it looked fun. So, of course, they're going to be like, and that ain't got nothing to do with your gender. It just looks like this is something that is active, that is happening in this big kitchen or this kitchen that has so many things to it. I want to get involved. I want to touch something. I want to do something. Have you ever let a kid, whether it's your kid, your niece, your nephew, anybody, help you cook something, even if it's pizza, and they tear that shit up because they like, I helped with this shit. Like, you know what I mean? That is just a life skill. If your son want a kitchen, get on Amazon and get the blue, like I said, the blue, the black, the silver, whatever. If it's that bad, get them that. The crazy thing is, and I'm not saying I don't know this parent, I don't know her, but the crazy part about it is, now that I'm thinking about it, half those people who probably said, I wouldn't give my son a kitchen set, but you would get online and you would probably let your son play, I don't know, Call of Duty, or you would let your son play Grand Theft Auto. You would let them play all these fucking games that are negative, but you tell them no to a damn kitchen set. No to
a kitchen set.
Okay.
Then your next post is a meme talking about, I love a man that can cook. Bitch, you need to get your motherfucking priorities together.
Well, if that sure ain't gonna be your son.
Well, it ain't gonna be that nigga. You ain't getting what he wanted. Goddamn it.
That movie gonna be like, yeah, mama, it could be me. It could have been me. These hoes love it. Like, no.
If their kids start commenting on the post,
you know what?
I bet you they'll change their shit.
And hey, lady, let's just say this. If you ain't got the money for the kitchen set, just say that then. You can get
That might be it too.
You can get the single pieces that you got. They got kid collections.
Just get the nigga a microwave. Do something. Piece the kitchen together. You ain't got to do it all at once. All you got to
do is go down to Salvation Army. Okay, get them. They have them for appliances for cheap. Okay, get them that. See how that goes. Like that's just crazy to me how people. But people really think like that. We live, and this is why I be trying to say when we get upset at certain things. We live in a world where people were raised differently. Everybody has their own different perception of things.
Yeah.
Everybody is not the same. So when we hear certain stuff, whether it be about relationships or how people are raising their kids or whatever, people are different. Whether you want to acknowledge that or not, people are different. Nobody's the same. Hell, I still get upset when I'm in the store and I see people talking on fucking speakerphone. Why? Can I ask this question? People, send a message. Why do y'all be in the grocery store on speakerphone? Why? No one cares. No one cares. If you can't hear, now I can understand. Listen, I can understand if your phone going through a little something. I had a little issue for about 6 months. My volume wouldn't turn all the way up. Had to turn it on speakerphone.
Yeah.
I turned it down a little because I don't want to be rude. But I still need to hear what you're saying, right? But if that ain't the case, no one cares and no one wants to hear your conversation. Pop some earphones in, pop some whatever the fuck you got, and talk to your people because you're loud and irritating. And I'm trying to pick a tangerine, and I can't pick what the fuck I want because your friend in the background being loud, and it's just throwing me off. So just.
I agree with you on that one.
Common courtesy, yes, I see it way too much. I see it way too much, like all the time. Like, girl, and I'm like, why? Or baby, what we need at the house? Tell her to write the list. I don't know. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
I don't get that one either.
It's irritating as shit. I think as humans, we need to have better. We need to care about our fellow human being. That just irks the shit out of me. But yeah. She maybe I don't know. Maybe she's just growing up in a house that I can just see. Just by hearing that, I can just picture the household and everybody. You don't need no damn kitchen set. Like that. Poor kid. That poor kid. That poor kid.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And the crazy thing about it, the thing that was worse than the original post is just the way everybody else reacted. Like how that shit became national internet news is weird to me. Yeah. It's like that shit didn't have the substance to fucking maintain the strength that it did, the energy that it did for so long. It's like, I don't get it. A lot of people need a hobby now.
It did because it has something to do with it breaks into sexuality. That's why it gained so much exposure because I'm telling you, we live in that time frame. We live in the time frame of like, what's masculine, what's not. That
shit is exhausting, man.
It is. Like gender roles. Who should do this? Who should do that? Who should, So anything that has something to do with that, it's going to come out. It's going to be like, this is a discussion. Because in all honesty, it may be some other kids out here, some parents out here, mothers and fathers, who are like, that's a good question. Because I won't lie. When Trolls came out, and Kai was like, shit, I like Branch and I like Poppy. And I'm like, cool. He's like, Branch, cool, I like him too. We bought it. Like, we watched around. But then he'd get some Branch stuff, and then he'd want some Poppy shit. And I'd be like, by herself? Like, you don't want to get him. I spend this extra 20.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I spend this extra 20 to put them motherfuckers together. Right? Like, Spirit came out. And I'm be honest, Spirit, the horse came, the movie. And it was just, remember, if y'all seen Spirit, it was the original. It was just about the horse. Well, then they came out with a series, and the girl has the horse, right? So, yeah, so my son loves Spirit, period. Spirit, horses, da-da-da-da-da. And, yeah, and it was a big pack that was at Walmart, and the chicks was with him. And I'm like, he's like, Mama, Spirit. I'm like, yeah, I see him. I see him in this bright pink box. I see him. And he's like, Mom, I want Spirit. And I'm like, and it took me a minute to think like, you want Spirit or you want her? Like, you know what I mean? But I bought it. He wants Spirit. Who am I to say who am I to say, don't take this part, because that's me sexualizing things as a parent makes things worse. I feel like that. I feel like I'm going to, if you feel any type of way, you can come to me or I'll pick up on it. But I'm not going to push that on you. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make it seem like, no, you're not supposed to do this. You're not. I can't do that because your mind isn't like that yet. Because I know he still does, like, boys and girls not supposed to kiss, or they're not supposed to do that. You're still young. So I get that. Although he got caught in the music room kissing a girl, and I gotta go to school. But my parent, what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to over sexualize everything. Sometimes I think as adults, it is our fault because we do that shit. We do it to them. We push it on them. Mm-hmm. Like, even we control what our kids sees. It's not, we can say what they put on TV, fuck it. People gonna put shit on TV. The point is, you are the control for your kid. Mm-hmm. You are parental advisory for your kid. Not the TV station, you are it. So you are the one who has to explain to your kid different things, or, hey, this is how you do it. Mm-hmm. And it took me a minute to buy Poppy. I bought Poppy's ass. Yeah, I just had to make sure he wasn't in there with Brent beating Poppy up like shit. I said, oh, this is a different thing. Like,
I gotta learn these damn characters. I'm sitting there like, Poppy.
So on Trolls, the pink one, we had Trolls that was brown with a little diamond in them and the color hair. Now they're all the different colors and shit like that.
Okay.
But it's the Poppy's the main character, and then Branch is the guy troll, and he's the one who's played by Justin Timberlake, and he likes, you know what I mean? He likes her. It's just Trolls. And a lot of kids like Trolls, and like I said, it took me a minute to be like, Bionica, this is your problem. This is not his problem.
Yeah.
And you are making your problem his fucking problem. Because the same way he's around here playing with Branch and Poppy, the same way he's around here karate chopping my shit in my house and shit. Why? You know what I mean? And playing with the Hulk and all kind of other shit. So that is my problem. I need to check myself, and I had to. And that's what we need to do as human beings. We need to check ourselves. We need to stop, like, over exaggerating what our kids like and what this is what the fuck happens when you want your kids to grow up too fast. But y'all be saying that when y'all be putting y'all kids in these clothes, making the young babies look like, in these short shorts and shit. And when y'all be putting these little boys with these medallion chains that's heavy on their motherfucking neck, they can't stand up because they fucking
their posture up.
He said, why you walk like that, the priest? My mom put a medallion on me at 3. Like, shit.
Big ass money sign.
The mama said it's big too. Like, ridiculous. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. Let these kids be kids. Let them have fun. I'm pretty sure if something is going on, they will tell you, or you would pick up on it. But until then, let him be kid. If he want to make a fucking plastic sandwich for you, let him make a plastic sandwich and eat that shit. Like,
fake eat that shit and go on about your fucking life. That's why I said the way the adults responded, it was just like nobody was making sense. It was all weird opinions and shit. It's like kids ain't thinking about that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, my sister had an easy bake oven. I cooked in that motherfucker more than she did. I'm not gay.
My brother did too. I be smelling cookies like.
She come back from school. I done baked and ate the cake. Oh, you ain't got no more mix? She started crying. This nigga that cooked my shit.
I used to be like that too. We ain't never gonna get no more packets of this shit because you never went back and got
nobody ever bought an extra packet for an easy bake oven. So that shit was hard for her to accept.
That I'm like, what you doing? Baking us cookies? No, you not. You make yourself some cookies.
Some motherfuckers got 1 or 2 uses, max.
That was it. You try to put some Betty Crocker shit, that shit to boil over and shit. You like, this ain't right.
Shit wasn't designed for this oven. You can't just be putting anything in here. Nigga, try to get real cake mix. You gonna fuck that oven up.
It's cake batter on a light bulb and that motherfucking cooking and shit. No. I'm like, Duncan Hines don't go in there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Bro. Yeah, I just think it's crazy though. Kids, should just be kids.
Yes.
The only reason even kids sexualize shit is because adults do.
We do that. We put that on them.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. We put that on them. Think about that shit next time you give them TikTok. I finally got my kid a tablet, and that motherfucker alerts me for everything. I get tired of it. I really want to just open it up and let him do whatever he wants to, because that mug be like, beep, he's looking, beep, but if you really wanted to watch what your kids look at and what they do, you definitely could. Do your job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it is more grueling today in today's time, but shit, do your job. Watch your kids. Make sure, just have them fry chicken if it's that case. We know, listen, I know some dudes who fry chicken better than women, man. Give them some wings. Give them some plate wings, a skillet, some plate oil, you know what I mean? Everybody comfortable with wings, because dudes cook wings and potatoes more than anybody I know. And burgers.
Hey, we love wings. I don't cook them, but I love wings. I mean, wings today for the game. I can't wait to get to the house.
That's what I'm saying. Where all the wings go? Nigga, you know where they
Stop talking about what you want with your wings. I just want more wings. That's it. I don't want no side.
What you want with them?
Put some more wings on
the plate. Shit. Yes, everybody
damn side. Just want wings.
I cannot. That's what I'm saying. You gonna put another wing? You gonna put another wing on there? What are the best type of wings that you like? How do you like them?
You know what? I've been on there's a place called Westport Cafe, and they got some kind of sweet sauce. And that's actually what they say. It's on Broadway. Yeah, right.
Do you know how big Westport is?
It's right off of 39th to Broadway.
Think about that. Like, I'm gonna be just driving around Westport and get popped, and then be like, I'll be like, Robert motherfucking ass.
This nigga done got me shot.
I'll be like, but I'm still gonna get them wings though, because I can't. You had me down there rolling around looking. They talking about who that he brought past here. Just look for the wings.
He pulling up on people. You know the wings at? Girl, if you don't get your ass. Hey, but this the reason I brought this flavor up is because I'm a strictly garlic parmesan guy.
Are you?
I love it. Not dry either. It gotta be wet.
Okay.
It gotta be wet. I don't fuck with that dry parmesan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't just shake no shit over my shit. Yeah, if it ain't wet, then I don't want it. But that sweet is good as hell. I don't even know what the hell it is. It's just so.
What kind of sweet? I like a sweet. I'm not a garlic or a spicy. I do like a sweet. That's why I like mine. I like barbecue, but I do like, if it's at home, I like baked wings just in the oven, so fire, and then you like take off the foil and just let them cook just a little, so it gets just a little crusty around. I love that.
I feel you on that.
But if
I feel you on that.
But if I'm just out, like, hey, barbecue, sweet. I like them wet. Yeah. I like them wet.
So no dry for you either?
No. I like them wet. I want them. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm all for a sweet. So when you say sweet, you mean like.
Man, really, it's a vague. That's really all it says is sweet wings. Like, it don't say sweet what. Like, but man, the first time she brought them in, I didn't think I was gonna like them, but they didn't have no wet. They had all dry rub that night, so they got sweet. Man, we ate them things like 2 months straight.
Sweet. Okay.
Like twice a week.
Okay, I'm gonna go. That I'll definitely try out, because.
But it's some weird sauce though. Let me tell you about the sauce.
No.
Like, if you get some extra sauce, it's like a jelly.
No.
But it's so good.
So okay, so it's like so I like orange. I like I don't like sweet and sour, but I do like orange sauce. I'm a definite orange.
Wait,
sauce.
Orange sauce on the wings?
So I have.
I had some on the chicken now.
No, I put orange
regular chicken.
No, I put orange sauce on my wings before. It's just fire. Orange sauce is just, if you get a good orange sauce, you can't get a regular.
I think you were innovative with that. I don't think nobody put orange sauce on wings.
Yes,
Yes,
I do. I mean, I don't know if
did y'all put orange sauce on wings?
It's fire. Like, if you get a good orange sauce, and I'll take a picture of which sauce I'm talking about, because I got some. No offense. Don't knock me. But I got some Panda Express orange sauce. I didn't actually get
I was going to say, are you talking about like Chinese type orange chicken? Okay.
Yes, I got some of that, and the bottle still remains because I have a hard time throwing shit away. But I do. But the bottle still remains, but it's not being used.
Mm-hmm.
There is a brand that I trust that I get their orange sauce, and I'm telling you, it is so fire. Like when Kyle won't eat something, I put some orange sauce on it, eat it up. So like shit. So I done went through
You
bottles.
sprinkle a little orange sauce on there.
But I put it on my wings and I bake them.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to send a picture to the group.
I want to see that picture.
Of the kind that I'm talking about because I can't think of the name of the brand, but it is so amazing. But yeah, wings are like potatoes because there's so many things
How
that you
so?
can do to Well, let me tell you. There's so many things you can do with a potato.
Okay.
Have you ever just thought about the amazing ways? I love potatoes, so.
I'm about to say no. I never.
Okay, so.
Have you ever thought about the shit you could do with a potato?
Listen, okay, let me bet myself. I'll probably give you 7.
Okay.
Okay? It's still, regardless, you can't, like, say no.
Okay.
You can mash them.
All right.
You can do a baked potato. You can do fries.
Mm-hmm.
You can do hash browns.
Damn.
You can do scallop. You can do. I don't think y'all remember this, but you can do potato puffs. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay, so potato puffs were like they used to have them in school too. So they were kind of like hey.
You saw Robert Eyes like, oh
you know what
shit.
I'm talking about.
Puffs?
So they used to be like fried around the outside, and they were like kind of like potatoey, in the like mashed potatoey on the inside. Fire, the best.
Robert hit the nail on the head. Now he didn't. He took it to the next level.
We seen his eyes light up after we said that. Hey, yes.
Put some cheese on there.
Let me see. There's what did I say? I said.
Oh, you said a lot.
Right?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay, so point blank period.
A potato and onions. You could use it as a silencer. It's a lot of ways you can use
potatoes,
potato.
fried potatoes and onions, which is the best.
That shit's
point
so
blank
good.
period. Listen,
Since my grandma passed, I ain't been right.
Listen,
That shit's so goddamn good.
Fried potatoes. You can put sausage in them. You can put. Listen, that shit
smell good in here.
Like, I know, right? I know.
I'm about to go down. Give me about 15 minutes. Oh, shit.
That was that he put the dogs in them. Okay.
Get the table together, goddammit. We about to get there.
You know it's up. Get the table ready. Get the plates ready. Get
This
the
shit coming out hot, goddammit. Get the goddamn plates ready.
I cannot.
Oh, shit.
No, seriously. You think about that. So you can do wings like that too. You can just do any wings any kind of way. I mean, I guess you can do any meat. But we're talking about wings.
Yeah.
You can grill them.
Oh, man.
You could grill them. You could smoke
I think
them.
you said about 15 things now. Oh, no, you on the wings, now you was on the potatoes. So what
Yeah.
can you do with wings?
You could grill them. You could smoke them. You could fry them.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and fry them.
Mm-hmm.
You could bake them, which is my choice. I love baking them. A fire. And then just think of the different sauces. Do you want your bone in? Do you want your bone out? Do you want them wet or do you want them fried? Do you want them or breaded? Do you want, what type of sauce do you want on them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want powdered sauce? Do you want wet sauce? Do you want, like, how do you want these wings?
I'm about to, man, now that she asked that question, I'm going to ask both of y'all. Applebee's now has
Oh, fuck.
a Cheeto dust breaded
You know how
boneless wing.
You know how
Yeah,
I feel. You know how I feel about Applebee's.
But
anyway.
these are Cheetos wings, baby.
You know how I feel about Applebee's anyway. The minute those $1 margaritas are out of there, so am I. I cannot. The moment you stop selling them, I will trash you as I did before. I am not an Applebee's person. I would not, could not in a boat. I would not. No. And you know what?
What about from anywhere else? Cheeto dust on your wings.
Look, okay. No, I. You know.
That's a no from Robert.
Yeah, when I seen when that lady did that.
Oh, that was something that went viral?
Well, this lady she crushed up the bag of hot Cheetos and she put it in the mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And she said her kids love it that way. She said her kids loved it that way.
Trying to keep herself from barfing and shit.
Listen, this shit looks disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this, okay? Think about what it's used for as chips. Now think about after you use this shit for the chips, put it in some wetness.
Yeah. She said. I'm just trying to get. I can't picture it though. What did she do? Like this is in
the mac and cheese is here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we boiled the noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm crushing up it's kind of like the powdered cheese. Okay, is what she used.
Oh, okay.
So she crushed up the bag
mm-hmm.
of hot Cheetos,
mm-hmm.
put it in the noodles, and then put the powdered cheese in the noodles, and mixed it in together. And that is now they have it. Now they have it like Cheetos has a mac and cheese. Like I think they got together with Kraft and they got together and they did a mac and cheese. You know what? I will say this. So everybody, I'm really trying fucking hard here. Everyone has their own taste to do whatever they want to. I love Cheetos, okay? I love
About to say, you
Cheetos.
should be a politician. Answer the goddamn question.
I was
Cheeto wings or no?
No. No. I've said no.
You're dancing around the issues.
I've said no. No. But
I was listening.
But I'm trying to explain why no. You can't. Everything is not meant to be. Everything is not meant to be. It's kind of like a lot of these relationships. Everything ain't meant to be.
You're exactly right.
I know it look good. I know it looks good. Everything is not meant to be together. But whatever you like. I've seen some people put cheese on honey buns and whatever you want.
I've seen people put peanut butter on honey buns.
I've seen people take.
That's them jail niggas though.
I've seen people take. No, these were people. These are motherfuckers out here in these streets. I've seen people take some motherfucking honey bun and take a slice of fucking cheese and melt that shit.
Super donuts. They trying to do the super donuts.
Trash. Oh my God, that is the cheese you melting it on there like you melting the cheese on there.
It don't
like
even sound good though.
Like it's a burger. But what they say that the sweet and salty it comes together. And I've heard that too. I've done that too. I like sweet and salty together, but just not in a.
I don't invent it though. Like I buy this in the bag.
Listen, no, listen. Them niggas, they been out here with the cheese and the honey buns. If y'all do cheese and honey buns together, let us know. Let us. We need to be fair and hear your side.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I tried.
Would you do the Cheetos stuff?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I tried most shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Unless it's just some shit like you can't mix two things and I don't eat one of them, don't fuck with one of them, then that might be a harder sell. But if I fuck with both of them, I'll try.
Ryan went up there saying, give me one order. I just want to try.
I'm the motherfucker be in Sam's Club. You see this nigga at every cart. Like, nigga, whatever they giving away, I want to try. I done walked past this nigga 6 times.
She be like, you been here already.
Let's give me another cup. Oh my God!
Having that shit in the plate like
I love Sam's Club.
Like a meal. Walking around, I would get you. I'm gonna get you too.
I'll pass these out. Give me these. You can go on break. You look like you need a break.
That food that cooked all the shit going in the freezer. Get another box.
Oh shit!
You don't even work here.
Oh my God!
Oh, Robert, would you do it? Would you do the wings? Okay, so two no's. Wait, yes. Everything ain't meant to be.
I think we should try something like that next year.
Everything ain't meant to be. Okay, so what we should. So what are you saying? Are you saying when shit come out we should bring it and try it?
I think we should start eating on this motherfucker every once in a while, not all the time.
We be sick as shit.
Yeah, I ain't talking about all the time. I'm talking about on a special occasion. We go get something that got a little hype around it.
I do think that would be interesting. That would be interesting to when they come out with something with some hype that we tasted.
We did a little dinner table set up in here. Well, we got one. We'll take these mics down. She said we eat and we discuss that shit.
We got the discussion.
See if that shit any good or not.
How many thumbs down do we give? No, I think that would be. That's a cool idea though.
Yeah.
But I thought we said we were going to do that.
I was supposed to be cooking some bacon on this motherfucker, but Cortez wasn't here today. I thought about it because
you were supposed to be cooking some. You were supposed to microwave some bacon. You can't just we want it piping hot. We don't want to.
No, I'm bringing the microwave. The microwave.
Okay, so we're gonna get some microwave because I'm still I'm not in disbelief like it's. I believe it's good. I've had microwave, but you saying the way you make it is like just simply the best.
It is. Watch.
Okay.
Watch.
I would like to try some of this said bacon.
Okay.
And yes, get me before I transform back into vegetarian.
Oh man, I knew you had to be back for a minute because you was talking about wings. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes, I'm back for it.
I didn't want to say nothing because they'd be like, nigga, don't bust my shit out. But okay.
I'm back for a second, and then I'll retreat.
You back like you never left, or you just
dabbling? I noticed I do a little dabbling. I do a little dibbling, little dabbling. I'm not full fledged. I will tell you this: I don't do beef well. Like I don't at all.
Damn.
Like it does not make me feel like a good person.
I'm about to say beef. I thought someone said pork or something.
No, so I had some ground beef in. It wasn't. What was it in? I don't know. I had some. I think it was tacos. I had some ground beef, and it was just even the taste of it was like, oh, it was.
How long had it been since you had any?
2 years.
Oh shit! Okay.
No, it was longer than that. But that's not the point because I ate some wings and was like, this is delicious.
I missed this shit.
I said, what's this? Is this organic? Like no, I've had wings.
I put y'all foot in these chickens.
But these are grass fed. I know grass fed when I taste it.
Oh my God.
This chicken healthy. The mama was the best one there. I know she was. No, I've had wings and I've had different things and it's been like, okay, this is cool. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like beef, like
certain types like ground beef or
ground beef, steak. I went to Texas Roadhouse for the first time. Mm-hmm. My son got I like the little ones. Their steak, I will say, is juicy as shit. Like I haven't been disappointed. Mm-hmm. But I got some of that and it was great at first.
First?
Yeah, at first it was great. And then afterwards I was like, I feel horrible. Like I feel absolutely horrible. So I don't eat beef. I try to stay away from beef as much as possible. It's not my
Try that grilled chicken next time you go back.
Yeah, okay.
They shit is hidden.
Okay.
Couple of them buns. Oh my God.
And chicken, like that's why I said chicken just don't fail you. Chicken, I know they be smoking cigarettes like shit. Which one of us out today? Because these niggas eat the fuck out of us.
Gotta be stressful to be a chicken.
Then he said, you want to complain about being a black man? Let me tell you about being a chicken. You ain't got shit on my life. What you talking about?
We've been down for 800 years. Y'all talking about 4. Y'all little 400 ain't shit.
That was that. 400 years? This how the fuck you got? These niggas been eating me since before. I done had kids. I done lost kids out here. So talk about the...
Ain't nobody out here marching for us, goddammit.
They marching to get us. That's what they doing. Talk about...
Guess what? You could have
You had a choice.
You know how it feels?
He said, clip the nigga wing.
Your ass is crazy, bro.
I can't even make it out the coop.
Ain't even safe in the coop. Fucking chicken hogs and shit.
That fool said, y'all do shit to go to jail. We born in chains.
We born in jail, nigga. Look at these conditions.
Who come to check on us?
Oh shit!
That was Chicken Johnson, the oldest chicken left sitting there.
We need to write that shit. That's a movie. That's a goddamn movie. That's a goddamn movie right there.
Yes, it's true. Y'all silly. Yes, chicken never. Unfortunately, chicken never. I feel sad after this shit now. Think about it. But chicken never.
Yeah, you should, because there's always something new going on with the chicken. Everybody got a chicken sandwich. It's just getting worse for the chickens.
Now you want all my parts, huh? You want all my parts. You throw this shit away. You eat the dark meat, the white meat, the feathered meat. Use every part of it.
Wing sales is on the rise. Goddamn. Shit. It ain't safe for a nigga out here. Super Bowl coming up. Can't stand you niggas. Always complaining.
Your motherfucker just had Thanksgiving and you didn't even eat all the turkey, but you ate all the chicken.
Oh, shit. Can we get a break? God damn. Shit.
The turkey sitting up there like, shit. Y'all got it bad, bro. I mean, we got one day out the year. You niggas dying every day, son.
Oh, my God.
Y'all dying every day.
That will be a good story. A chicken and a turkey.
Listen, with bandanas on their head, y'all.
I was trying to save their people.
Behind the chicken and cow, like,
I think we just wrote something. I think we just got it together. We need to get that shit on the screen.
That's amazing. That was amazing. Don't put this shit out for a minute. Don't put this. We need this. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just, what can you say after that shit? Shit?
Yeah, that's it. That's what we might as well. I will say this. I know what we can say. I know what we can say before we go.
Listen, I'm literally sitting over here.
I know we can say, 'cause I just started sweating. My fat ass is out here and laughed into a light sweat. All right, what I got to say is,
okay,
we want to thank y'all for supporting us.
We got to get to know each other because even though you still, even though we do the podcast together, it's still stuff that we find out about each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like just the other show, Cortez had just a bag of medicine out. And I was like, I'm glad you feel closer to us now.
Nigga had a little pharmacy over there.
You know what I'm saying? That he pulled out his medicine. And you know,
found out the nigga had gout last week.
Surprising news.
Surprised the fuck out of me.
Surprising news. But at the same time, you know what I mean? We feel closer. We feel close to him. Because anytime you pull out, you know how black people are. You know what I'm saying? You pull out your bag in front of somebody.
Yeah, you trust
them. We family now.
You trust them.
We family now. So, yeah.
Because it's all on the table, like literally.
Everything's out on the table.
This shit is keeping me alive. What the fuck is I laughing at?
Everything's out on the table. So we are, like, we learn different stuff about each other. It's just been amazing. I've been in awe the whole time.
Yeah, and the way I look at it, you know what's cool about it? Like us four, Robert included, our producer. Like we look at Cortez.
We ain't even asking who Robert is. We know who he is now. Last year we.
Yeah, now y'all know Robert.
Year we know.
Man, what's good to see though is like everybody is doing their thing. Like we come in here, like this is adding to our lives. You know what I mean? Like we're all known collectively for this, but we all got our thing going on.
Thank you guys for helping us be amazing. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for following us. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for sharing our content. Thank you for wanting to hear when we have new content. Ding with the bell. So just thank you for everything on all aspects, not just viewing us, listening to us, letting us into your hard work days or when you get tired of the kids or when you're driving far. Because I've heard tons of people say, like, when I'm driving or when I'm at work, I just listen to y'all and I just laugh. So thank you so much for the support. We really, really appreciate it. We do.
Yeah, we definitely couldn't do it without y'all.